It's time for some more weekend foodie food.
And these beefy ribs are braised to perfection.
You want to talk about a plate of unbelievable pure comfort food.
Oh, and topped with this slow-cooked, amazing sauce.
It's just so deeply flavorful.
And forking tender.
You were so true. You get a fork and it's very tender.
Yes.
I love it. So I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My beefy Loon. I'm just going to say that. We are doing ribs. This is one of those amazing Sunday meal type things. It takes a little bit of time. We're going to slow braise it.
Yeah, once you smell that though, everybody will start.
Everyone will be coming knocking on the door. Right. I know. The kids will be back in a flash. So let's get started.
Look at these giant short ribs.
So these are just beef short ribs. I go to my butcher. Any kind of butcher can do this for you. Any kind of butcher. I think there's just one kind of butcher. Anyway, go and just ask for some beef short ribs and have them cut them English style. I don't know exactly why that's referred to as English style, but that's what it is. And then ask him or her if they could just cut it into squares like that. This is about, these are about 10 to 12 ounces each. And, you want to get them pretty square. And so what the Loon is doing, we've already seasoned these with salt and pepper. I need to pour
I'm using my fingers instead of those.
Go ahead and use your fingers.
It's easier since I'm not going to be touching anything else.
Yeah, we're going to go wash our hands. Anyway, while he's doing that, so he's got just some salt. What we're going to do is we're going to...
you had salt and peppered them. And now I'm using flour.
Yes. I had already...
You said salt.
Well, okay, so I had seasoned them with salt and pepper, and then he's putting them in just good old flour for a third time, just in case you didn't get it. And I put in some vegetable. It's a quarter cup of olive oil in my nice large Dutch oven. You're going to want to use some sort of a vessel that you can put into your oven.
Yes.
Because we're going to, like we said, we're going to slow braise this, and it needs a lid too.
So good.
So now we're going to see.
Hold on, one more. I'm doing my best here.
You're doing a great job.
So good.
These are so good. I just, literally, they just melt in your mouth. They are so tender. Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go.
So all we're doing right now is we're just kind of creating.
You put them bone side down?
We're going to do it all over. We're going to brown them all over.
Oh, okay.
And what this does is it just kind of helps locks in the flavor. It creates a little bit of a crust on the outside, and it's just a technique that really seems to work really well.
Good. Yes, it does.
Okay, so we've got these beautiful seared short ribs. All we do is turn them around a few times in the pan. They're going to go probably about anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes, maybe 10. And hopefully you've got a dish that's large enough to handle all of them. If not, you'll need to do that in batches. Okay, and so we cook that until they were nicely browned. You're not cooking them all the way through, just kind of getting that nice exterior crust.
Locking in that flavor.
Locking in. And then we're going to transfer it over to a plate like this, keep it off to the side, and then we need to get rid of, these have a decent amount of fat on them, but that's why they're so
good.
Dadgum delicious. So it's going to render some grease. So you want to start getting rid of some of that. So I just tilt my pan, use a spoon just to spoon off most of it except for about a tablespoon.
Yeah, leave a little bit.
You want to leave a little bit.
A little bit.
So now we're going to start building that incredible. This has an Italian kind of flair to it, like you get at a really great Italian steakhouse. So this is pancetta, cubed pancetta. 2 ounces or about a quarter cup. And that's just basically like Italian bacon. And we're going to start to cook this.
I love it.
I know.
So good.
So good.
Can I tell you, when I first heard of short ribs, I was like, are they just like really short little niblets or something like that? Well, and I also thought of like Asian short ribs. Asian short ribs are like little tiny things, but and they had them
cut in a different way. They're like flanking style,
And you had them at these, really fancy schmancy restaurants, and I'm like, do I really want to gnaw on a rib? And I realized, somebody else ordered them, and I was like,
I ordered them.
Yeah, that's right.
Years ago.
I'd gone to the restroom, and they were going to put our food down, and I wasn't there, so they turned around, and Chris got so mad. He was so mad.
I was furious.
And I was like, can I have your short ribs,
I know.
please?
As always, you had entree envy.
Always.
Okay, so I'm going to continue to cook. I've got this on pretty high, so I'm going to turn it down. Just start to get them nice and crispy, anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, and then we're just going to keep building the flavor. Okay, you can see how this is. Okay,
Yeah.
Flo. Hello, Flo.
There's beef and bacon.
Beef and bacon, so that means Flo is very close. Okay, so now we're going to add some vegetables. We've got a white onion that I have chopped, and then I've got 2 carrots that I've chopped as well. And we're going to let those cook until they start to get nice and soft. And we just continue to build this, and then, oh my gosh.
I know. And just a reminder, y'all, if you like our show, if you wouldn't mind just subscribing and then hitting that little bell icon so you get a notification every time we put a new video out.
That's a really good point. You should do that. All right. Oh, the smell already is just
amazing,
insane, and it's going to get even better.
I love
okay,
it.
so now we're going to keep adding flavor. We've got 4 cloves of garlic, and I've got a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Don't worry, it doesn't make it like really spicy.
No,
if you
just gives just a wonderful little burst.
A depth of, If you absolutely just hate any kind of spice whatsoever, and again, this is very, very little, then you can do like a teaspoon, or you could just omit it.
It's so little.
It's so little. I mean, it's remarkably small. Okay, so now we are going to, did you get me a spoon?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, that's all right. I'll use my fingers. It's tomato paste. So I'm going to use my fingers.
Here you go.
And that is 2 tablespoons of, thank you.
Sorry.
Okay,
you told me to get it and I didn't
and
do
you
it.
didn't.
Sorry.
Boy, that never happens. Okay.
Well, I was busy.
Okay, now we've got a tablespoon of sugar. It's added, we've got a little bit of sweetness, we've got a lot of savory. It's just amazing. And we're gonna stir this in until it gets fully incorporated. This is what I've been making this for many, many years.
Yes.
And
yes. You do it. You have a instant pot.
There's an instant pot version,
too, which is just as delicious.
it really is. It's great. There's something about though, like with that weekend foodie fun, that just doing it from scratch
and
like
you
this.
leave it in the oven and you just start to smell.
And you smell it. And, oh, I just love it so much. What do you do? Okay, so that's a whole nother story. Now we've got a cup of just good quality red wine. You know the rule. If you wouldn't drink it, then don't
put it in
with
there.
it. Yeah.
But people can leave that out. They can just add a little more beef stock.
You can just do beef stock in the place of it. And I mean, we're obviously bringing this to a boil, so it's going to cook all the alcohol out. And we're going to let this cook for just about a minute, just to let it reduce down just a little bit. The smell just keeps getting better and better, and we're just going to keep adding more. So these are just some good old diced tomatoes.
Good old diced
I mean,
tomatoes.
the good old kind. They're canned diced tomatoes, get good quality, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's so fabulous. Now we're really building the sauce. So that was the tomatoes. Now we've got a cup of good quality beef stock. This is one of my favorite things in the world about this dish. It's a half a cup of balsamic.
Yes.
You want to talk about flavor. Okay, so now we are going to just stir that all together. And I think we're about ready. We're going to add, I've got a teaspoon of dried oregano. We're going to put these fresh herbs on top.
Oh, okay. So you want to put the meat in and then the herbs on top of that.
And now we need to season it with a little salt. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon and a quarter, and then I'm gonna do about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. We're gonna stir that up, and then you are
I get to do something.
You get to nestle.
Just nestle them any which way but loose?
And then they're just gonna cook. This technique is called braising. It just cooks in this liquid. We're gonna close it up, and then they just become so fall apart tender. It's unbelievable.
That balsamic.
I know, it's heavenly.
Chris's sister took a trip to Italy and she brought us back
the most amazing
balsamic. Of course, we don't use it for cooking. We use it for just a little
for
bread.
drinking. Okay, so I've got some fresh herbs. That's just like 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary, 2 sprigs of fresh thyme,
and I've got some bay leaves. Just throw those in there.
How exciting is this?
Wow.
Okay, so now we're going to turn this off the heat. Remember, you need a cover. We've got our oven set to 350, and if you could open that for me, this is going to braise.
Watch it flow.
This is going to braise for 2 hours, and then we're going to have the meal of a lifetime.
Yes.
Is there anything that has ever smelled better than this? I don't think so. I was trying to think of something clever to say, and I thought, no.
Every time we come back, we're always like, the kitchen smells amazing.
But it's true, folks. Okay, it's the big reveal. This is always exciting and a little scary.
Just take it away. Get it out of there.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, man.
just, I mean, look at how it just pulls away from the bones. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm going to remove these herbs because they've done their job. And we are going to let this cool for just a moment. Now, like I said,
There's some rosemary around.
hi, Rosemary.
There we go.
That's fine. If a little is left in there, that's okay. So, you know, like we said, these part of what makes these so incredibly delicious is it's got a nice fat content to it. But what happens is it does render quite a bit of the fat on top. So it just pools to the top. We're going to let this cool for just a moment, and then I'm going to just pull that off of there, and then we're going to eat. I'm going to heat up
some mashed potatoes.
Heat up some mashed potatoes, and then we're eating.
Yes.
It's the moment we've been waiting for.
Yay!
So I got myself a ladle and just ladled all of that grease that puddled up at the
That
top.
was a lot.
Well,
a lot.
a normal amount.
Right. All right, I've got some mashed potatoes.
Those are our homemade buttery mashed potatoes. We've got the recipe. So good. This just, I mean, this sauce and this, I mean, talk about a meat and potatoes kind of meal.
Hold on, let me give you a little too.
Okay.
I like to make a presentation.
I know you do. This is so tender. I hope I can get it there without it falling off the bone. Okay, we ready?
Hold on. Come on, come closer. Don't be dripping all over the place.
All right, here we go.
Come on, bring it right in there.
Yes. I know. Did you just hear him gulp?
Yeah.
No, just wait.
Or the dog.
Yeah, or the dog. There's a silence in the room.
All is quiet. All is quiet.
All is good.
Look at that, y'all. There it goes, just down there.
I know. It's just insane.
Wow. And I can probably just remove that bone, but it's too hot right now. We did let this cool down.
Yeah. No, believe
wow.
me, you'll be able to eat right away from. Oh my gosh! This is one of those meals. It feels so fancy schmancy.
Oh wow!
But it's also so down to earth and so comforting.
Wow! Look at that, you guys. Just
so tender.
Oh wow! Okay, I think I am going to
Devour that.
I think I'm gonna go to heaven right now. Oh yes. Oh, and get the mashed potatoes in there.
Look at those mashes and that sauce.
Oh, hold on. You know what? I'm just mushing it all together. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
A little mashies, a little sauce, a little everything. All right, let's go in.
Oh my goodness gracious! That is comfort food. I've said it before. It feels like just a warm hug. Oh, it feels so good on your palate. Isn't that amazing?
I could eat this all day.
And you just made me.
All day. Y'all.
Is your meat super tender? Is it just like?
It is so, look at that. Oh, I'm gonna shred it and just eat it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say.
What are you gonna have to say?
This is 10,000% Loon approved.
Yes, I had a feeling you guys.
My bone just fell out.
Well,
Yeah.
that happens. This is so good. You can also take the meat off of the bone and shred it and serve this over pasta. There was this restaurant in New Jersey that was our favorite. It was
yes.
Stagehouse.
Yes.
And hey, Stagehouse. And they did a beef short rib pasta that I swear was like, it was so good. You guys, make this.
Why am I using a knife? I have no idea.
No one's been able to figure it out. So we love you.
We love
hope
ya.
you make short ribs.
Oh,
And make it for those you love. We love you. Bye, everybody.